What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to another exciting installment of the Roundtable Network News, episode number 9. And we are up in here today. Your boy, the franchise, here with Double J Josh James. And let's talk about a couple things that are happening in the WWE and AEW right now.
Mm-hmm.
Let's start the show off with Lee fitting. WWE just cannot stop.
Seems like everything like bad comes out when it comes to crap like this. Like first Vince, and now
It just look. It just drives me crazy. Like, we got all of these things going on in professional wrestling.
Mhm.
You know, we got some really great TV shows, WWE on Netflix. They just had, like, right now live, they're doing their Netflix debut, like, hype show, whatever, whatnot, live at the Netflix corporate office, or WWE corporate, wherever they're at. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't even care, to be honest with you. There's so many things going on, man, and it's like every time the WWE takes like 5 steps forward, some drama comes in and they take 3 steps back. So,
yeah,
courtesy of Dave Shear of PW Insider, why Lee Fitting left ESPN and was available to the WWE. And let's be honest, man, Lee Fitting is a great fucking television producer. You know, we're getting those entrances where the guys are like in the crowd, and you know, the long camera shot is, you know, these guys are coming in. Some of the camera angles, like Lee Fitting, is so good at doing live action sports. The Athletics, which is owned by the New York Times, had an in-depth article today covering the WWE production Cesar Lee Fitting being let go by ESPN in 2023, which of course made him available to the WWE. Fitting has been a huge asset to the WWE in his presentation. Look, the WWE has been getting like such great shots, like their whole net, everything is completely different.
like that. Why it's 6, and like you know how when they first debuted, how the camera shots and everything else like that, and the shot of Uncle Howdy with the bright light in the background. That was awesome shots right there.
And it's crazy because like Lee Fitting is the guy in charge of all that stuff. While at ESPN, Fitting oversaw the successful College Game Day show. Like, that show was amazing. He was thought to be the next in line to head the network programming being released in 2023. So the article states that in 2023, a complaint regarding Fitting was made with ESPN's Human Resources Department, prompting an official ESPN like in-depth investigation. A group of employees, including some prominent female staffers, basically said that Lee Fitting had done some questionable things and said some questionable things. So a short time later, Fitting was done at ESPN, and it basically finally caught up to him. One of the women said, as she was questioned, Lee Fitting was, as said via spokesperson, he denied some of the allegations made against him while choosing not to address the others. He declined to comment on the broader characterization of him, someone who mistreated women during his tenure at ESPN, and that's why he was let go by the network. So basically, a lot of comments, a lot of things have been said about him, and, you know, he was let go from the network. But the WWE is bringing in someone that literally has been accused of the same things that, well, in the sense that Vince McMahon was being accused of. So you take 2 steps forward to take 5 steps back. That doesn't make any sense to me.
Yeah, it just seems like WWE can't, like you say, just can't get a break when it comes to stuff like this. The Vince McMahon thing was horrible, and now this comes out. It's just bad. It's horrible.
Yeah, I'll tell you, like, that whole Vince McMahon thing made me feel horrible for being a man.
Made me sick to my stomach.
It's like, dude, like, come on, bro. Like, I just can't do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's a lot of things going on right now. The WWE is doing a kickoff for the Netflix kickoff. This is courtesy of Mike Johnson from PW Insider. They're doing live coverage right now. Basically, Um, they showed a lot of talent entering and walking into the building. Michael Cole addressed the audience, thanking them for allowing this to happen. He said that it has been a pleasure to be the voice of the WWE for 20 years. Dude, Michael Cole in the WWE for 20 years, going to be live on Netflix. It's crazy.
You know, I remember back then with Michael Cole, I used to hate Michael Cole. Like, I used to think he was the most annoying guy in the world. Like, I did not want him on television. But now, as I look back, as I've gotten older, and now since he's pretty much not having, he's pretty much like having like the freedom without someone shouting in his ear. Like the past, like I've heard Vince McMahon was a big pain in the ass when it comes to stuff like that.
Oh, yeah.
Michael Cole looks the most happiest that he's ever been in wrestling right now, and looks like he's having the most fun he's ever been. And as I grow up and look back with Michael Cole, this guy deserves his flowers in wrestling and commentary. This guy is one of those guys, like, he'll be remembered as one of the most hated, but also one of the most loved in commentary. In my opinion, I think the day that he goes in the Hall of Fame will be great.
I agree. I agree. So there's a lot of stuff that happened today. Let's talk about the announcement that Netflix and WWE grew together. They're, amazing. Everything's working out. This deal. So we got some very big matches promised for the debut. We got Rhea Ripley challenging for the Women's World Championship, taking on Liv Morgan.
Mm-hmm.
We got Roman Reigns taking on Solo Sikoa in a tribal combat match. We've got.
Let's just hope this tribal match is a lot better than the Roman and Jey Uso one.
Yeah, Logan Paul was there. Logan Paul announced that he's fighting Conor McGregor. Yeah, so we got like a lot of good things going on. Paul Heyman was there. Solo Sikoa was there. Kevin Owens came out with the Winged Eagle title, claiming to be the real world champion.
Kevin Owens was the funniest at that.
Yeah. So we also have CM Punk versus Seth Rollins. They also talked about Gunther. So I mean, there's a lot of things happen there. CM Punk, Seth Rollins bad mouthing each other, crowd going crazy.
Oh yeah,
that storyline is being. I mean, I love. We talked about this before. I love that it's being pushed.
Me too.
Yeah, I love that this whole thing is going off the rails. So yeah, I mean, like a lot of things are happening. TNA announced Genesis kickoff for Texas. TNA Wrestling has issued the following statement. This is courtesy of Mike Johnson from PW Insider. The Genesis kickoff meet and greet is Saturday, January 18th at Curtis Caldwell Center in Garland, Texas. This side of TNA Wrestling's Genesis pay-per-view. Keep in mind, Garland, Texas is where AEW did a litany of shows over the summer. So we got the pay-per-views on the 19th. Fans can get autographs with TNA stars Jeff and Matt Hardy, Nick Nemeth, Joe Hendry, Masha Slamovich, all of them. The lineup confirmed for TNA stars to appear for the kickoff are the Hardys, Nick Nemeth, Joe Hendry, Mike Santana, Masha Slamovich, and of course Rosemary and Ash by Elegance. The kickoff show pre-event ticket sales are going live now at TNAWrestling.com. There's been, like I said, a lot of things that have been going on in the world of professional wrestling. TNA has stepped out of the shadows, and now they're deciding to start running huge shows. Yeah, I mean, let's go, man. Let's go.
Yeah, I agree. With all the controversy with the whole thing with TNA right now, with the whole thing with Tessa Blanchard and all that kind of stuff, I am still rooting for TNA. I am still is that bad to say? Because I'm still rooting for them to succeed.
No, that's not bad at all. I mean, everyone wants to see them succeed. I mean, they're like the little engine that could.
Yeah.
Oh man. So TNA, I mean, AEW. I'm sorry, not AEW. WWE NXT um, did some call ups, so to speak, courtesy of my Justin from PW Insider. NXT star Wesley may have gotten banged up last night while working a WWE main event taping. So the word we're hearing is that it was his foot, or it was a foot or ankle injury, and Lee will be getting checked out ASAP. More to come. Basically, NXT taped 2 episodes last night in Lowell, Massachusetts. So shout out to Wesley. Hopefully things will work out, and hopefully you will be back in no time. Wesley, was out with a back injury for a while, and God forbid that something else horrible would happen.
Yeah.
So let's hope that things work out. So oh man, Conor McGregor is gonna fight
the world's most angriest MMA fighter or UFC fighter.
I mean, Conor McGregor. This is also courtesy of Steven Fernandez at PW Insider. Conor McGregor was on Twitter, and when Conor's on Twitter, he's being Conor. I love that guy. Who the fuck is this? The rumors about when Tupelo are false. I'm in preliminary agreement with the Armenian family to face Logan Paul, WWE former United States champion Logan Paul, in a boxing match in India.
Oh, wow.
He says, I have agreed, and I will seek my return to the octagon after that. Dude, Logan Paul in a boxing match. We just seen Jake Paul fight Mike Tyson in what we consider the worst worked fight in the history of boxing.
Yeah. All I can think about that boxing fight between Jake and Mike Tyson, all I can think about, and this may sound bad, is Mike Tyson's ass. That's all I remember. That's all I remember.
Literally Mike Tyson's ass, and the fact that they said that Mike Tyson only threw 16 punches when literally he threw way more than that.
He really did.
Like I said, that was the worst worked fight I've ever seen in the history of my boxing life, watching boxing.
Yeah.
I was so disappointed in that whole thing. It was so ridiculous.
But I think you and I could both say for this boxing match between Conor and Logan, even if it's fixed, I guarantee you this will be a great. This will be
on this show.
I know, but you know what I mean, right? Like with the Jake and Mike Tyson one. Even if it is, I'm just saying if it is, because it's never been guaranteed, it's still going to be a good fight. Because I think Logan is a good wrestler. I don't know if he'll be that good as a boxer, but I'm expecting this one to be good. A lot better than his brother's boxing match.
Well, hopefully.
Hopefully. I don't want to eat my words.
Let's not talk about this. Let's talk about some rumors of the day. FIFO Select says that CM Punk was backstage at NXT last night. No word on what he was there for. We all know that CM Punk is going to take over Shawn Michaels' position.
Whenever Shawn Michaels wants to hang up the hat.
Yeah, whenever Shawn Michaels is ready to put down that cowboy hat.
Maybe that's CM Punk's call. Maybe that's what he like. Maybe he just like when he's done with wrestling. Maybe that's what he wants to do. Like, I mean, him and Paul Heyman did work together back in OVW with like booking shows and doing all stuff like that. So maybe him working at NXT, taking over for Shawn. Maybe that's his call after when he hangs up the boots. Officially hangs up the boots.
Sometimes that's what we do. Mm-hmm. So, like these are the rumors of the day. According to PW Insider, the belief, what the heck happened? My computer just did some weird stuff. According to PW Insider, the belief among everyone that they've spoken to is that the teasers that aired on Raw this week are indeed about the debut of Penta. Penta did sign a WWE contract that was confirmed by FIFO Select.
I can't wait to see him in WWE. I'm really rooting for him. I'm rooting nothing bad happen with Penta. And in
I
WWE.
think Penta going after the U.S. title facing Shinsuke would be amazing too.
You and I talked about this right after when Raw was over. Like you came up with an idea, like him to debut on Raw's Netflix debut show.
That would be the best way to
Yeah,
debut him.
like no promo packages, no nothing like that. Like a legit surprise.
Like I
Like,
would make the lights go off, and then like on the screen on the Titantron would be
mhm,
that logo that appeared before,
yeah,
and then the lights would come back on, and Shinsuke would turn around and mist right in his face.
yeah,
Penta would do the Cielo Miedo, and then the crowd will probably pop when he does that. The lights go off, they
and
come back
Penta's gone.
on, and he's gone. That would be so fucking fire.
And there's your feud right there for the.
Man, yes, that'd be the perfect way to bring him in.
I would love that. That would be a great surprise. Like everyone's expecting him to be like, at the Rumble or some sooner or later, right? They expecting him to be there, but they would not expect him to be like debuting like that.
I think the whole Netflix show is going to be like a mini pay-per-view. Like when they
It
were
has the
describing
pay-per-view
it,
vibe.
yeah, when they were describing it, they were, and I have a couple of insiders inside WWE that told me that they're putting the reason why you got all hands on deck is because they want to make this premiere the biggest premiere ever. My whole thing is I'm really worried about the Netflix doing a live stream because, like, I don't know if you guys remember the very first ever live stream on Netflix was Love Is Blind, the reunion show, and I have a friend that was on that show, Brett Brown. Shout out to Brett Brown. I had a friend that was on the show, and they were all psyched that it was going to be live. And when it wasn't live, because of all the technical difficulties, we had to watch it like 8 hours later. I mean, Netflix is a streaming service, yes, but they're not usually known as a live streaming service. They're not like Trailer TV. They're not like Fight TV, which is, I guess, Trailer TV, whatever. They're not like that, and I guess the servers were overloaded by that. So when we had the Mike Tyson fight, Tyson versus Logan Paul, there were a little bit of buffering. There was a little bit of issues, but it wasn't as bad as the Love Is Blind issue. So now, I mean, even Peacock was throwing shade at Netflix. They were like, "Hey guys, what are you doing on a Saturday night? We're watching TV." Oh wait, you're not? Like I was like, wow, that was some shade and a half. But this Netflix show is supposed to be like a mini WrestleMania. So let's hope.
I'm hoping it turns out great and not a crashing site. I'm just hoping nothing like that happens.
Yeah, well, let's hope it doesn't. Mm-hmm. Also, some people online have found clues that they think they hint towards Dakota Kai being the one who attacked Kairi Sane, and that Damage Control breakup could be coming soon. Can I just be honest with you? Asuka's gone. Bailey is gone. I love Kairi Sane, and I love Io Sky, but that group has been dead for a long time. So let's just go ahead and stick the fork in them. They're done.
Damage Control had a big beginning, but after when the whole thing with Bailey and Io Sky, in my opinion, and this hurts to say because I'm a Damage Control fan. I loved every member that was in that group. But after when they split Bailey from it, that was just a downhill. And then next thing you know, Asuka's injured. She's gone. And Dakota Kai was gone for a little bit. And now Kairi's gone. I think it's just time to split the group.
It is. And on the Wrestling Observer Radio, courtesy of your boy, Dave Meltzer, said that there are going to be many more departures in TNA over the next few days and weeks to come. Why, you ask? Because TNA asked talent to take pay cuts, apparently.
Oh.
So, I mean, they're asking talent to take pay cuts, but they're bringing in Tessa Blanchard. I think a lot of people were upset the fact that Tessa Blanchard showed up. And, just like back in the AEW when they brought in CM Punk, Communication is key.
Yeah.
If you're not communicating with the talent, then they're not going to want to be part of the show, and
Mm-hmm.
that's why things happen like that. So, also, courtesy of Conan on the Keeping It 100 podcast, Conan says that he is a reliable source that Jimmy Jacobs is on his way back to AEW.
Mm.
So, yeah, those are the rumors of the day, man. Like, I don't know if I believe any of it, but I mean,
After what the whole thing would happen with Ray Phoenix and Pentagon with Conan, I'm with you. I'm with you on that one.
I mean, Conan's always been Conan.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, all this and then some, ladies and gentlemen. AEW Dynamite preview tonight. Tonight on AEW, we have the TBS champion Mercedes Money taking on Anna Jay. We have a Continental Classic match between Will Ospreay and Darby Allin. We also have a Continental Classic match, The Beast Mortals versus Shelton Benjamin. MJF is scheduled to appear. Yeah, so AEW Dynamite tonight, Continental Classic, live from Washington, D.C. And we will be here for the Roundtable wrap up with the AEW, and we'll also have trivia tonight. So if you're watching this on one of our platforms, if you're watching this on Twitter, if you're watching this on Instagram, but this is a Twitter and Instagram exclusive show, make sure you tune in to twitch.tv/Roundtable Pro Wrestling POD live at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time.
And come play trivia with us,
Come play some trivia, man. Come help us stop the dastardly Sunday Center from becoming yet another winner of trivia.
And also, I got a message from a good friend of ours who's out at the moment because of due to eye surgery, Mr. Bones. I told him that Drew has now declared himself the new last place champion because of what happened last week. And Bones literally said on his hospital bed, no, I am the true last place champion. So Bones is coming back when he does to reclaim his title, he says.
Wow. And that, I mean, wow, okay. Today in pro wrestling history, Professor Toru Tanaka defeats Fritz Von Erich in Houston, Texas to win the NWA American Heavyweight Championship, which was later named the World Class Heavyweight Championship. So World Class Championship Wrestling, that was in 1970. I was 4 years away from being born when that happened.
Was not even thought of yet.
I hate you. We also had in 1977 the NWA World Heavyweight Champion Harley Race defeated Jerry the King Lawler in a no DQ match in the main event of his show at Mid-South Coliseum in Memphis, Tennessee, before 9,664 fans. Harley Race retained the belt because Jimmy Valiant interfered and stabbed Jerry the King Lawler in the head with a piece of broken bottle glass. I'm sorry, stabbed him in the chest. Yeah, that's crazy.
Wrestling was way different back then, I could tell you that.
I mean, people were getting stabbed. People were almost getting killed. Yeah. I mean, damn.
You know what? You talk about stuff like that made me think about like when Vice TV was doing the Tales of the Territories. Those were so fun to watch and listen to. Because there were some things like never knew about, especially with Memphis wrestling. Like in territory wrestling days back then were different. They're fun to watch, to go back and watch, but seeing some of the stuff where them talking about like sometimes the fans would actually legit try to kill some of the wrestlers. It must have been a terrifying time to be a wrestler back then.
It was. Also, courtesy of Mike Johnson from PW Insider, back in 2011 on this day, Mike Johnson filed a TV report for a broadcast for guess what? WWE TLC 2012. Vicky Guerrero introduced Dolph Ziggler. Dolph Ziggler took on Zack Ryder for the United States Championship.
Oh, what a
talking about Zack Ryder. Zack Ryder is a U.S. champion. Chelsea Green, as the first woman U.S. champion, became the only couple in wrestling history. Not Macho Man Elizabeth, not Hogan and Linda McMahon.
So
Not,
Linda would never. Yeah,
yeah,
no, we don't bring that.
like Hogan and Linda Hogan is not McMahon, but they became the first
I know what you mean.
couple in the history of professional wrestling to become both United States champion. Zack Ryder won the U.S. championship on this day. On this day, he saw clearly. WWE Tag Champions Air Boom, Kofi Kingston, and
Evan Bourne.
Evan Bourne took on Primo and Epico for the tag team championships. They retained the titles. Yeah, that's crazy. Randy Orton took on Wade Barrett. We had Divas champion Beth Phoenix take on Kelly. Wow. We had then WWE Intercontinental Champion Dashing Cody Rhodes take on Booker T. We had a sledgehammer ladder match between Kevin Nash and one Triple H.
Oh, jeez, I completely forgot about that match.
Yeah, Kevin and Triple H won that match, obviously. We had Jack Swagger take on Sheamus with Vicky Guerrero. Didn't believe Sheamus was managed by Vicky Guerrero, but wow.
She was managing Jack Swagger.
Oh no, this one she was managing Sheamus.
Wait, what?
Yes. I don't understand why, but okay.
Okay.
Then we had the WWE World Championship match. You had your boy Sexual Chocolate, Mark Henry, take on the Big Show in a chairs match.
Well,
and we had your winner and your new world champion of the Big Show.
Or is it?
But then we had a cash-in, Money in the Bank cash-in, and Daniel Bryan defeated the Big Show to become your new world champion.
Question.
Bryan Danielson.
Question. I thought you were supposed to cash in when the wrestlers stood up. Big Show stayed laying down.
You can cash in whenever.
Okay, because I was always told the wrestler has to be standing up too. Or I'm thinking too much about it. Sorry.
Yeah. Then we had Cody Rhodes defeat Booker T to retain the Intercontinental Championship. We had CM Punk, your WWE champion, take on The Miz and that guy whose name should never be mentioned on the show. So I'm going to say ADR in a TLC match for the WWE Championship. And, of course, your winner and still champion, CM Punk. Crazy.
Crazy how wrestling was back then.
Yeah. Did you see the video I posted in our group chat with the Miz? I mean, with R-Truth being the so great.
I love Truth.
Truth is a national treasure, ladies and gentlemen.
He really is. He really is.
So, with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for joining us here on the Roundtable Network News.
One more thing.
Go ahead.
It is Stone Cold Steve Austin's birthday. He turned 60 years old.
What?
He turned 60 years old.
What?
I hope he has a beer cake instead of a normal cake.
What? With that being said, happy birthday, Stone Cold. Thank you for joining us on the Roundtable Network News. See you later. Goodbye.
Bye.